Today on Monkey Life, it's a sad farewell to Kai, Lingga and Joly as they head for a new life in Spain.
Obviously, not many primates ever leave monkey world. To send off 3 orangutans is very hard. It's a sad and a good day.
Hi.
And the lemurs have to work for their lunch.
Calories that they are eating, they're kind of being offset by being more active and having to move around more.
Plus, Hananya's chimps come up with novel ways to solve a puzzle. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
Smells a bit macaque in there, but yeah, we're good.
The park provides a home for more than 250 monkeys and apes from 20 different species. It's an early start for the primate care team on what promises to be an emotional day. 3 of the park's teenage orangutans are moving to pastures new.
Kai, who was born here along with Joly and Lingga, are time to graduate and start their own adult group, and fantastic brand new home for them in Alicante in Spain. So today it's a big journey, 24-hour drive effectively to get them to Spain, and Jeremy's gonna go with them the whole way and babysit them and make sure they're okay. So really pleased that we've been able to bring Joly and Lingga on as orphans. They were adopted here, they've grown up here. But a sad day too.
And it's going to be a tiring one too. They need to be put into travelling crates in order to make the more than 1,000-mile journey to their new custom-built home at a zoo in southeast Spain.
Hands and back.
For the last couple of months, 11-year-old Kai has been given crate training lessons, and the team are confident that he'll go in on his own. But the 2 girls, Joly and Lingga, also 11, will need to be anaesthetised before going into their crates.
Darts, I'm hoping we won't need.
Specialist wildlife vet John Lewis is on hand to help make the whole move go as smoothly as possible.
They've had a pre-med to just calm them down, which makes the anaesthesia easy, or easier, shall we say, and in theory, the staff can hand inject them with the anaesthetic drugs, so there's no darting involved. It's not high-risk anaesthesia, but it's still an anaesthetic. So there's always a chance of a problem. Again, unlikely, but not impossible.
Both Joly and Lingga have been isolated in their bedrooms, and with the pre-med taking effect, Kate is going to anaesthetise Joly first.
Stick with that.
Okay.
This is where months and months of training by the primate care team comes into its own.
What are you doing?
Before attempting to inject Joly, Kate runs through some of the training exercises they've been practicing for weeks. It helps to reassure and gain her trust.
Good gal.
Yep.
Great, that's what we do want to hear.
It's now a waiting game while the anaesthetic takes effect.
Joly first. She's in the bottom bit of tunnel.
And it only takes 8 minutes before John is happy that it's safe to move Joly from the bedroom to her travelling crate.
Just watch her breathing for me. Don't try and stimulate her. The sooner we can get her reversed, the better.
Before the team turn their attention to the next female, Lingga, it's important that Joly shows signs of coming round from her anaesthetic.
If you're going to get a problem with an anaesthetised animal, you don't want to have two animals anaesthetised, and therefore all your attention goes on the one with the problem, and your attention comes away from the one which looks okay, but that could also have a problem. Then you end up with two problems. It's unlikely, it's very unlikely, but I'd like to know that this one, through the anaesthetic, recovering as we'd anticipated, and then I can focus on the other one with more certainty that we haven't got a problem with the first one, put it that way.
You've been a really good girl.
With Joly coming around, the reality of the move is drawing closer.
Obviously, not many primates ever leave monkey world, so to send off 3 orangutans is very hard, especially for the keepers that have been working with them for a long time. So it's a sad and a good day.
Okay, ready to go.
Every day, huge quantities of food are prepared for more than 250 primates who live at the park. Each of the 20 species have different diets, and the care staff spend hours preparing and delivering their meals. They also like to come up with fun ideas for mealtimes. Hananya's troop recently suffered the sad loss of Tikko, their second in command. They've been a bit subdued, so today the care team want to cheer them up.
This is just a little puzzle feeder for the chimps here at Hananya's group. Idea being, it's just to make it a bit more challenging for them getting their dinner. It's something they can manipulate with their hands, really figure out how they've got to be able to get at the food. And it's a nice little treat for them inside, something they don't get every day, like the cereals and the monkey nuts as well. So, yeah, all in all, should be a nice little treat for them.
The chimps have been lazing around in the afternoon sun, but it doesn't take much for them to spot something's afoot. Hananya's the boss of this group, and when there's something new on offer, both the chimps and the staff know he'll be first in line. The group have never had these cubes before and give them a good shake to see what's inside. But can they step up to the challenge and get the goodies out? It's not looking very promising. Cookie and Valerie don't know where to start. Maybe Thelma, the youngest member of the group, can show the grown-ups how to do it. Low-ranking Zeynep is empty-handed and still searching for a cube, while higher-ranking Honey's technique of holding one in her feet is reaping rewards. The chimps all have different ways of trying to get to the food. As for Hananya, he's busy hoovering up the spilled pieces. So Johnny steals his cube from right under his nose. But he's totally unfazed. Finally, it's Zeynep's turn. And she's got this sorted. Simply tear open the corner, tip up, and help yourself to the treats inside. Thelma's still not had any luck, so she's now trying the bounce and shake method. Getting the rewards may require some patience, which Kiki seems to have. She's using a tool, requiring an expert level of hand and eye coordination. But even after making the stick thinner to fit, she still has no success. It's not easy, and for some, it's become a little frustrating. A squabble breaks out with top female Cherry and low-ranker Patricia at its centre. But leader Hananya acts immediately and puts everyone back in their place. As quickly as things exploded, they quietened down again. Some of the chimps check on Patricia, and Hananya reassures Cherry, who's comforting her youngster Thelma. Then he checks on Patricia too. It's everything a good dominant male should do, and it has the required effect, bringing calm to the enclosure. So much so that little Thelma decides the cubes are overrated and heads off with Uncle Shamak for a game of football. The chimps aren't the only ones who enjoy a food challenge. It's a warm day at the park, and at the ring-tailed lemur enclosure, Karen from the primate care team is delivering a treat to keep them cool.
So we're giving the lemurs some frozen treats. We've got frozen raspberries, pine cones stuffed with banana. They've been in the freezer, all frozen up, and then ice lollies as well.
Enrichment is crucial for captive animals. Without it, they could get very bored very quickly.
The pine cones, we've filled them full of bananas, like we've done today, or raisins or seeds, and it just requires a little bit more work to get the food out than it would be if we just gave them a piece of banana. It's a bit more interesting for them.
There are 10 ring-tailed lemurs to keep happy and active, 2 females and 8 males. In lemur society, females are dominant, and in this group, the leader is Fennel. As soon as the lemurs spot the frozen delights, they begin to investigate and soon start to tuck in. Friedrich licks an ice lolly, but it's going to take a while to get to the grapes inside. Adventurous Kurt searches the tunnel for tucker, finding raspberries and banana-stuffed pine cones. Himal enthusiastically laps up the frozen banana, and Kurt has snaffled a cone from the tunnel to enjoy in the sunshine.
Some of our guys have got a little belly, so we also need to make sure that the stuff we're giving them, if it's food-based, isn't too high in calories. So the ice lollies are really good because they're just cordial and like 1 grape per ice lolly. Raspberries are really low calorie, so they're good. Bananas is more calories in it, but it's such a small amount per pine cone. And by making them do more things to get to it, to go up high, to climb around more, calories that they are eating being offset by being more active and having to move around more to get them. Banana, pine cones, definitely the favourites. I'm sure the ice lollies will be good once they've melted away completely and there's just grapes left, and they'll probably like them.
The newest members of the group are Kurt and Friedrich. They're twin brothers who arrived from a zoo in Austria 2 years ago. Aged 4, they're young compared to the rest of the group.
The young boys are a lot more active, they're a lot more energetic, and that has kind of made the rest of the group be a bit more energetic and a bit more active as well. So yeah, it's certainly been a positive for them. Sometimes when it's such a settled group, it can get quite mundane, but this has really shaken things up a bit in Malagasy.
Kurt is loving this self-service buffet, while leader Fennel prefers waitress service. Kaya sneakily has a look in Karen's food box, just in case there's anything left. With the frozen fruit exhausted, it's time to lap up the sun. And if that's not warm enough, a lemur huddle is the next best thing. Joly, the first of 3 orangutans leaving the park today, has come round from her anaesthetic and is in her travelling crate, ready for the long journey south. Along with her friends, female Lingga and young adult male Kai, she'll be heading by road to a new home at a zoo, just outside Alicante in Spain.
They've got a long journey once they obviously wake up in the box, but they've had a pre-med, so hopefully they'll be a little bit groggy for a while and maybe sleep some of the beginning part of the journey. And then, obviously getting there, they have lived all together before, so it will be a case of reuniting everyone together once they get to the new house, which will be exciting for them and for Kai as well, to have 2 new ladies. But yeah, they're both all quite feisty characters, so I'm sure they get on like a house on fire.
With Joly safely on board, the team turn their attention to the second female in the trio, Lingga.
You feel confident, James?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
Like Joly, she'll hopefully be anaesthetised by hand by one of the primate care team.
James is doing her because he's been training her, so.
Shoulder. Girl.
Lingga knows and trusts James, so the injection is straightforward. Once vet John Lewis is happy she's anaesthetised, they can then put her into her crate and then concentrate on Kai, the final member of the group. But although James has successfully injected Lingga, the drug's taking time to work.
Lingga's a fighter. She's fighting the anaesthetic, but then of course she's just seen her mate sort of taken out of the building, so the adrenaline will be pumping. So I'm quite happy, though. I mean, usually this is a ropey situation, but John Lewis is right with her the whole way, so.
Stretcher.
The anaesthetic is taking effect, but John still isn't happy she's fully under and doesn't want to take the risk of carrying her outside on a stretcher in case she wakes up. To be on the safe side, the team bring the travelling crate into the bedroom. This way they can put Lingga safely inside and also top up her anaesthetic if needs be. Finally, John gives the all clear for Lingga to be taken outside, ready to join Joly.
I'm good to lift?
Yep.
Lingga coming and going has been a struggle to get in and out of boxes. But then it's fair enough, she watched Joly go in and she got carted off in the van. I'm really pleased, though, they're going to be able to sit facing each other the entire journey, even reach out and touch each other. So hopefully that'll be okay. She's so topped up with drugs right now, she's going to be... She won't even remember what's happening right now, I don't think. So really hopeful she'll be quite peaceful on the journey.
All right, one more to go.
Hello, darling.
With Lingga about to be loaded onto the van, the team now have to turn their full attention to Kai. Unlike the other two, Kai won't have to be anaesthetised. Over the last few months, the team have been training him to walk into his travelling crate.
Come over here, fella.
Yeah, he's here, okay.
Nice one, James. Good, well done, James. Awesome, there's a lot. Good boy, Kai. Well done, guys. You were absolutely brilliant. Whew.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
Good boy.
Kai just walked into the box, routine as usual. Door's shut and he's on his way to a new future in Spain, so much nicer for him. You know, the ladies were a little bit more of a struggle. It's so, yeah, still really hard. This is it.
A bit further.
All right, guys.
But Kai isn't happy, and he lets the team know it.
Get this bolt in.
Jeremy needs a bit of time to completely secure the crate for the journey, so the team try and reassure the young male orang.
Good boy, good boy.
But Kai isn't convinced. Weighing in at nearly 60 kilos, he's very strong and powerful. The team need him to calm down before they can move the crate again. And there are some concerned faces as Jeremy does the final touches.
What do you reckon?
Heavier than the girls, Kai's crate is transported by forklift truck to the van.
Tip it a bit further.
Yeah, all three are in. It's a big relief. Managed to do it all pretty well. It's a bit touch and go with Lingga at times, but the whole crating process with Kai, which we've been planning on doing for quite a while, went perfectly, so we're really happy about that.
Hi. Hi. Oh, good boy. Good boy. He's all right.
With a long journey ahead, Jeremy gives Kai a sedative to keep him relaxed and calm.
Nice.
Do this for you.
Good boy.
Boy.
Lovely. Well done. Good boy. Good lad.
I think we're about there. Kai's had a bit of extra sort of tranquilizer just to take him down a little bit because he walked in the box. He was quite sort of agitated when the door was shut, but all good now. The ladies have calmed down nicely. They're facing each other and can chat. They've had breakfast, and I think as soon as they hit the road, Kyle settled down as well. So pretty happy, just making sure that all of the supplies are secured into position because, you know, it's a 24-hour journey ahead of them. So we've got a lot of supplies on board. I think we've got everything though. Really hard thing to do to send them off, but it's time. It's time for them to go and start their own group. It's a really nice, brand new orangutan place in Spain, so they'll have nice warm weather and should have a really nice time together. So I'm pleased for them, but at the same time waving goodbye is really, really hard.
The journey ahead is nearly 1,500 miles and more than 24 hours. But waiting for Kai, Joly and Lingga is a new home and a new life together. Next time on Monkey Life.
She can get her arms through there, so be careful, she can be grabby.
New beginnings for the orangutans as they reach their destination.
He's a good boy.
But what will they make of the new neighbours?